There is no reason why they're making this good. They don't have the right. These producers do not have the right to sit here and make this series this good. What's going on, y'all? So we're covering episode 2, and a lot of it is exposition, but towards the end, they really knock it out with the action, the storytelling, and what's going on with this new city, the vampires, and we get a really nice explanation as to the backstory behind Claire. She might be possessed, and then we also have the new woman, Elizabeth. So with all this going on, I'm just super excited. I literally just finished watching it. Let's get straight into it. So in the past, I would go over the entire episode, practically play by play, telling you guys about the things I liked, but I want you guys to go and watch the episode. If you guys are here, you most likely watched the episode already. If you haven't, go watch the episode, damn it. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys my takes on the episode and why I liked it, instead of giving you a play by play, because you already watched it, right? And if you haven't, again, go watch it. So I'm gonna first start off by saying Sid is an absolute fucking nutcase. Like, this dude is out of his mind. It always baffles me, and I guess that's part of the best parts of this show, that Sid has crazy feats. Like, he's doing things that people are like, who the hell is this guy? Like, in this universe, we have people who are powerful, we have gods, we have super powerful monsters, like, we have people you don't mess with. And then here's this guy dressed up in all black, just low diffing people who are supposed to be, you know, the big bad bosses. And he does this 3 times in this episode alone. The first time is in the beginning of the episode. We see the dude low diff the 2 knights up there monologuing. He comes down because he wants a fight. And he's like, all right, you're my prey. You're just a regular dude dressed up in black. And he thinks he's a pushover. He's heard of Shadow and he thinks, okay, it's going to be an interesting match. There was no match. The man jumped down midair, Sid 2-sliced him, and he was done. He was like, when you're about to sneeze and you like, achoo. Yeah, that's how fast it was. And he's dead. The second time, we have something else that happened where Claire is being attacked by the muscle axe guy. That's what I'm going to call him. I know that's not his name, but that's might as well be his name. He's attacking Claire, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my god, Claire is about to die, or at least, you know, she's about to be hurt pretty badly, maybe possibly cut in half, injured, you know. Sid just pulled up in the most awesome way possible. Here's some of the audio from me originally watching it. Oh shit! Yo, why is he so sick? Let's go! Oh my god, bro. Why do they keep making him so cool? Oh my god. Just repeats one line and vanishes, bro. That was so clean. And I thought, holy shit, you know, Sid is OP as shit, but that was a really cool entrance. Like, he always outdoes himself when it comes to these entrances. The sound effects, the aura he gives, the disappearing act, the whole shtick, man. He really practiced this thing down to a point. But what made me laugh, and which is why I said he's a fucking nutcase, is because of the fact that he didn't save Claire on purpose. Later on, we see him a couple of scenes later in the chest room where he's gathering up the gold and taking up a bunch of coins. And he's like, oh, I think I saw Claire earlier. Nah, it's fine. She can take care of herself. And I'm like, wait, what? You didn't, excuse me? I'm thinking to myself, you know, Sid is protecting his sister. Like, hey, don't fucking touch my sister. Stay away from my sister. You know, that you don't touch Claire, right? No, he was just showing off, bro. He just pulled up just to do something cool. He literally saw the opportunity to do something cool and he did it. So that's why I said he's a nutcase, because in my pretext, I know Sid is weird. I know he's insane, and I know he doesn't care about people too much, but I thought Claire would be a line. I thought Claire would be the one where he's like, no, don't do that. Don't touch my sister. And it's like, oh, no, you know, I just so happened to be there. It just so happened to see an opportunity. It's fine. She can take care of herself. So that was the thing. It was absolutely hilarious. And that's what I say where this show does things that is unexpected, because in most, you know, isekais or shows in general, when people are relatives, you know, if they don't hate each other, they usually look out for each other. There's usually that emotional bond that keeps them together. But Sid genuinely, at this point, I can see doesn't really care about anybody. And that's what separates him from the average isekai. But that's the most action we got out of the episode. There really wasn't that much. Most of the highlights were Sid soloing people, and outside of that, the rest of the episode was a lot of exposition. And like I said, the story is pretty interesting. We find out that Claire is actually possessed, and possessed by who, you might ask? Well, If you guys don't mind spoilers, then I will tell you, but if you do, I think you should skip ahead a few frames. It's actually by Aurora, the one who Sid saved in season 1 at the end, and I think they have a pretty interesting relationship in the manga as far as I've seen. I don't know too much, but I know enough. We also have a pretty interesting interaction with Rose, who joined the Shadow Garden in the last season. If you guys remember, on the last episode, she was being trained and she's actually on the field now, and she almost revealed Sid's identity to Claire because she thought that he was in danger, and she's like, wait, what do you mean, Sid? And then Beta had to stop her in her tracks to let her know, like, oh no, we don't do that here, we don't reveal secret identities, are you stupid? So she got in a bit of trouble, but it was interesting to see Rose. I really wanted to see what they were doing with the character, and it's nice to see what she looks like in her uniform and actually in the field doing stuff. I'm pretty sure Sid at this point knows that Claire is possessed, which some of you guys pointed out in the last episode, which I might have misinterpreted that Sid was mad at Claire when she was speaking about his goals that she didn't really know about. Sid used his red eyes and glared at Claire bars when she was talking to him about his goals, and I interpreted it as Sid being upset or annoyed with Claire because she was disrespecting his, noble goals to be Shadow or whatever. But some people in the comments actually corrected me on that and said that actually in the light novels that it turned out that Sid was using his eyes to read her magic level or to see if she was possessed or not. So I just remember it was something to that effect, that Sid was just trying to see something. Either way, in the future, if you guys want to, definitely let me know, because I haven't read the light novel, so I'm not saying to blow up the comment section with spoilers, but if I do misinterpret something, or if the anime skips over something or doesn't explain it well enough for people who haven't read the light novels or the manga to understand, then by all means you guys can comment, as long as it's not spoilers on future events, and elaborate and help each other out on trying to figure out exactly what means what and why the story is going that way. And speaking of the story and Claire, there's a pretty hilarious scene that I have to mention where Claire is talking to Elizabeth, having a nice little heart-to-heart where they're both feeling like they're hiding something from each other. So they give each other a little piece of the other and tell them exactly what's going on. And it turns out that while they're trading information, Claire decides to help Elizabeth so that she can realize her dream, and vice versa, where Elizabeth decides to help Claire retrieve her brother. And instead of Claire saying thank you, she's like, no, you can mind your own fucking business. Stay away from my brother. You can mind your own business. It's pretty funny. It's absolutely hilarious to see something like that. I had to rewind that scene at least 3 times to go, wait, did she say that? Like, I'm not tripping. Did she actually say that? And that's another thing this show handles pretty well with the undertone comedy, where the responses that some of the characters give totally throws off the vibe. And it's like, wait, what? Definitely an amazing episode, but with it being so, I definitely cannot leave without talking about the end of the episode, where this guy is over here getting ready to bring back the queen using another vampire's body. He's like gonna transfer her heart into another vampire's body, giving her fresh blood and a reason to revive. Sid comes from out of nowhere and just throws out an atomic. He doesn't say it, he doesn't do anything, he just straight up walks up and just blows up the top of the building, instant killing everybody up there. This episode was very fast paced, and I do feel like they are rushing it a little bit. Some of it is it's funny when it has its moments, and then other times it feels like it could have extended it for a little bit of an extra episode. But I understand they're trying to fit as much as they can into this season, but there are funny moments where things happen so fast where you just blink and you're like, wait, how did that happen? Because this man is really just walking around one-shotting people in the blink of an eye.
Atomic.